All right, we are now going to leave Korthos Island for the keep on the Borderlands. Now, while Korthos is old and very much a part of DDO lore, Keep on the Borderlands is relatively new and is from a completely different realm, universe within D&D lore. One I'm not very familiar with. So the first thing we're going to do is going to collect all the quests. There are a lot of them, but they're bite-sized. They can be played at heroic and epic levels. And at epic levels, it's nice because, you know, sometimes I kind of want to get a little bit of XP leveling up, but I don't have a lot of time. Now, when I do the adventure, I mean, obviously, this is the front gate. And the front gate is an adventure zone in itself, or an adventure location in of itself. But for me, when I do it, I like to go out the back door. I like the fact that there are a couple of different places to leave. And this leads us right to some action. We have the farm. Which is not an adventure zone in itself, but there sometimes can be a rare that appears here. You can get it. Apparently something was following us and it got laser beamed by the hire. So this it can also be a very rare. It looks like we got it.
A small hermit's hut stands here, surrounded by well-tended beehives. The place looks like it's still inhabited, even though the caves of chaos are just over the hill.
Yeah, it's a couple of waves. Now, almost everything in here drops something. I got the Helm of Clarity, which I think is the oh, it's the end one. And you save up qual feather tokens for horses, which I never use. I'm not a big horse guy. But if you want a horse, you can get a free one out of Borderlands. And you get a free fast one if you find the golden horseshoe. So now we're making our way back toward the tree. Getting lots of murder. Rabble, rabble. And unlike Corthos Island, it's a fairly big adventure area. The next adventure zone is that big tree right there.
A massive oak, taller than any of the other trees, dominates this corner of the valley.
It's a massive oak. This area is mostly nature stuff, bears and gnat swarms and wolves. You get close to the water, you start getting things like crabs. First off, we're going to go to the road that leads out of the Borderlands, but it's been blocked by, for some mysterious reason. A, because of the bad guys, and B, because, you know, plot. Gotta keep you here. Can't have you running off.
The road leading up into the mountains has been blocked by a recent landslide. The valley has been cut off from outside help.
I'm trying to see if I can remember where all the places are. We're going to go up to... I think it's called the Monster Camp. Look, we've already got 50 kills. I think there's 80 in all of Corthos.
Monsters have built a small camp atop this hill, giving them
A monster
commanding view
camp.
of the valley below.
Sometimes there can be a rare here. Looks like there's one today, though. If you like collectibles, there's a little place to fall down to get collectibles. We're going to go ahead and go to the watermill.
The water wheel continues to turn at this mill, even though the owners have long since fled to the safety of the keep.
There's not usually a rare by there. So now we're going to pick up a couple. Well, we're going to try for some rares. We're going to try to also go back and pick up some adventure explore spots. I don't look like it might not be here because the crab's there. Alright, we're going to run back to the front really quick to get the adventure spot, but then we're going to come right back and get the picnic. There's always going to be a bit of doubling back in here. It's just where you want to do it. This isn't quite so much as doubling back as going... If you come out and go to the tree and then the back, and then you have to double all the way from the hut. Or you can make a big swing and take a lot longer and end up at the end of the road. Or you can just double back here. That's what I do. I mean, everybody's got their own way.
The keep on the Borderlands was built to protect this valley.
And like so many adventure zones, especially like this one, especially like Meridia, sometimes coming out doesn't count the first one. You're all like, why am I at? Why am I one short? You're one short because they hate you. Those are killable. They don't count toward your total. The gnat swarms do, though. They're pretty easy kills. This little mound is where the mud man appears. Right here is an adventure pack, but it's also the abandoned picnic.
On this island came to an unexpected end.
You can use the tree bridge. You really don't have to, though. I think we actually want to go up over here to check for the Griffin? Yeah. Also, for you low-level casters, there's a rest shrine there. Very important. Doubly important for druids. There's no griffin. So we'll just move along and go into the spider area. I don't think the griffin's actual nest is an explorer's. No, it's not. But I do know the Spider Valley is. We do. Oh, we did get the red name spider tree wall. Now, also, we need to be looking for the crest so we can get the one rare that's always there if you get the crests. Crest appears in 3 spaces. Here's one of them. By the spider is another.
Dense webs cover the trees in this dark and isolated gorge.
Where is the crest? There it is. I just missed it. Always a little bit of backtracking, you know, the nooks and crannies, as it were. I'm glad for this area because it gives me a low level, both in epic and in heroic, place for to get XP when I'm feeling lazy. Alright, we're gonna go over here and get the lizard folk. Village. And we got the red named lizard folk.
The local lizard folk have grown bold. They've built a camp down by the water, right in the center of the valley.
And there are lenses appearing. They keep appearing. These hide reeds do hide a lot of creatures. Sometimes it can be kind of a slog to get through there. The next up is the lodge. Right down here, sometimes a dinosaur rare appears. He does not appear to be here. I think he's kind of the rarest one of them all, though. There's some gnolls here.
This hunting lodge has been boarded up and abandoned in the face of ceaseless monster attacks.
Now, rare can appear right out over here. Yep, we've got him. I think it's a giant crayfish. Oh, there he is. Pinchy. The giant crayfish. That's kind of a dead end, and there's nothing really down there. But right up here can sometimes be a rare at this little camp. When there's not a rare, I think there is a ad pack. Yep. Not an explorer zone, but sometimes the rare's there, so you know. If you're doing rare runs, it's good to check out. Sometimes there can be another rare right up here. I think it's the hunting gnome. He appears in a couple of spots. Oh, chest. Get off of me. Goblin outcast. Lemmy. I think Lemmy appears in a couple of places. This is the fishing.
A small
check.
deserted on the riverbank.
I think Lemmy appears also like right up here. I'll know it when I see it. Huh. Oh, right here. Nope, actually, it's the satyr. Oh, it's the other goblin. Oh, it was another spot for the goblin. They gave the same thing, travelers, bracers. On heroic, almost every chest drops a little something, something. Really good way to build some initial gear. Now we need one more crest. We're gonna go get it at the ruined keep there. Beware of fire beetles. They're very beetly. Beetle, beetle, beetle.
This was once a great and impressive tower, but it was reduced to rubble in a battle long ago.
And long ago, we mean last week. Now I'm going to cut across the way and go get the rare since we have all three crests. We'll pick up the fairy circle along the way. And then on the way back over there, we'll pick up the occupied farmstead.
There's a small ring of mushrooms here. Is the fairy ring a natural phenomenon, or something created by the Fae?
A natural phenomenon. Has something to do with hydrostatic forces. Boring!
You get an uneasy feeling as you approach this ancient altar.
I didn't grab the snake socket. Oh man. I'm an idiot. I gotta run all the way back for the snake socket? Ugh. Well, I'm not gonna do it. It's just a dretch. I'll do it. I'll do it afterwards. I forgot the snake socket. It's obviously in the lizard folk village. If I had realized I hadn't had it. Let's go ahead and grab the altar real quick. Like I said, there's a lot of doubling back here. Really hard to get a smooth circle, a smooth path. Lots and lots and lots of kills, though. Far more than you'll ever get in Korthos Island in one pass.
This newly built statue gestures menacingly at the keep down below. The cult
We also got Goblin Hunter.
rival known to everyone in the valley.
Monster manuals are excellent ways to pick up quick XP in random bursts.
A monster attack has reduced this farmstead to a smoking ruin.
I've noticed that when you get close to there, especially on Epic, it tends to aggro the monsters too. Another quick pop down here, we get the
A smashed wagon stands in the middle of
ambushed
the
wagon.
all that remains of an ambushed caravan.
I don't know, it looks more like a Voyager to me. Are we sure it isn't a Plymouth? It's really hard to keep your kill count down out here. In this area, everything gets a lot more narrower, but surprisingly enough, things aggro harder out here. We got bugbears and crabs and blights. All right, another adventure explorer spot with a possible rare. Well, we've got diagnostic wolves, so we're not going to have one. Also, there's no chest. But sometimes there's a lich there. I know. Level 1 adventure area, and they're going to give you a lich. That was really mean. I mean, he's still detuned, but he's still probably one of the toughest at-level fights you're going to see. Hey, we got the harpy. Darge. I find that Pedarge sometimes rises up here too. Alright, now we're going to fall down the side. We're going to go, hey, aren't they really proud of their logo? It's the standing stones. And we have 19 out of 20, so I did good. There's only one more explorer spot, and that explorer spot is not the quest entrance. It's the quest entrances. A lot of times in these adventure zones, each individual quest entrance is on an explorer spot. But not so in the Borderlands. They decided to make the entire Caves of Chaos system a single explorer spot, which, you know, makes sense. I mean, obviously, from what I've seen from the module, they're all supposed to be interconnected. And I thought it'd be neat if they could have like main doors and side doors so that you could enter them from each quest, like the Depth series. But so this is where all the adventuring takes place, right here in this crater-like area. There's like 2 rings of quests. There's like 4 on the bottom, and well, actually, I think 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, and the other 7 in an arc above there, and we will be starting at the top of that arc. Let's get up there. We'll just take this way. It's a long climb. Oops. I missed the turn. I think that's the Orc encampment. This is Bugbear Caves. But when I do these quests, I like to start with the treasure. And next time on Modus Mundii, we will be starting with this quest. And I actually don't know what it's called. Treasure Hunt? Like I said, I don't know these quests as much, but, you know, when it was introduced, like I said before, between the bite-sized questing and actually the amazing visuals of the area, I was really quite impressed. So we'll see you next time on Modus Mundii.